It is my ethics. I am bound by a ethics called I cannot forcibly do even good to you. Mahadeva very clearly rules out, even entering into your inner space and awakening the oneness, I cannot do it forcibly. And he also gives an exemption. If you give me a complete right, I can do it. Respect to the individual will is so much in our Hindu tradition, because Mahadeva bans even Guru cannot enter into a place where Grihasthas reside, where husband and wife are living. Same way, he bans even to do power manifestation. I cannot enter in your space unless you give me the authority, right. Now, only few minutes, your tiredness, boredom, irritation, anger, frustration about inability to manifest powers, pen them down. If you see all that, you will understand, and you have to give me permission. You cannot do it on your own. Understand, you giving permission to me has to be a conscious decision. After understanding you can't make it all by yourself, you need my support. Only then I can enter into the scene. How many of you are understanding? First few minutes, you see, whether you blame yourself or you blame the society, you blame others, sometimes you blame God for not manifesting powers, you blame anyone, that is okay. Finally it boils down to one emotion called frustration, or tiredness, or boredom, or irritation, or coming to the conclusion nothing can be done. This is the way. Some of the best power manifestors in our Sangha struggled so much in the initial level, but once the breakthrough happens, nothing like them. Just few minutes, all the anger, frustration, tiredness, boredom, irritation you have about this unable to manifest powers, everything penned down, just for you to know. You are not going to show to anybody. Please use the paper and pen. For you to consciously know what is going on in you. Then we'll do the next. Please, all of you listen. I give you my commitment, keeping Kala Bhairava as a witness. If you allow me to enter in your inner space, I will do only good to your consciousness. I will not do not only anything bad, and I also commit with you. Through this initiation, I will not do anything else like mesmerizing, hypnotizing, all this stupidity. First of all, you are not worthy of getting mesmerizing and all that. I have nothing to gain from you. And I am very clear. I will only initiate you and awaken your Kundalini and give you the superconscious breakthrough. This is my commitment to all of you. With this commitment, I am asking from you, how many of you are ready for me to enter into your inner space and awaken your consciousness? So, whoever has raised the hand, keep your hands raised. So, whoever has raised the hand, I accept this as yes. So, I make the Sankalpa, let Mahasadashiva breathe into everyone who is keeping his hands raised. Now, I'll start my Sankalpa. You can drop your hands now. Listen. Don't close your eyes. Because if you close your eyes, you will fall asleep. I am okay even if you are playing video games. I don't have a problem. Because I'm not going to work on your mind. Understand? I only want your body here because I am going to work on your biology, your biomemory. I am going to work on your brain, not on your mind. See, your mind is like a hungry, unstable, drunken hero. You also get caught like that in many of the complications. Now, if I just work on your mind, when you go back, you will get your mind back. I am not going to work on your mind, I am going to work on your brain. So when you go back, your mind cannot settle with your brain. So from your side, nothing need to be done other than sitting and keeping your eyes wide open. Just keep your eyes wide open. It's going to be very strong breaking. Understand one more thing? I am not going to use sound anymore now. See, if I give million unit Kundalini to sound and ask the sound to hand it over to you, you will get only 2 unit. The sound swallows everything. If I give it to silence million unit Kundalini Shakti and ask the silence to hand it over to you, it delivers the whole million unit to you. Now I am going to use silence and I am going to draw some pictures and mantras in the air. Send those visualizations to you without verbalization. No sound, pure silence. I am going to load the silence with Kundalini and infuse into your Swadhisthana chakra. Swadhisthana means Swa-Adhisthana, where your I is established. So from there, the intense heat is going to manifest. Now itself drink lot of water. Otherwise that heat will make you feel sleepy. So please drink lot of water as much as you can. Drink water as much as you can. You can even drink coffee, tea, no problem. But let your stomach be filled. So when the heat releases, when the heat is generated, you don't fall asleep, you don't feel tired. Please understand. Now, the powerful cognitions which manifest powers. See, every cognition, all of you listen carefully, every cognition, when it is implanted in your consciousness, it either manifests powerlessness or power. For example, if you implant an idea, oh, whatever I touch collapses, that is going to manifest powerlessness. If you implant an idea, no, whatever I wanted, finally I always achieved. I might have struggled, but I always achieved. Don't think our ancestors, our elders were not having enough weapons or war methods to destroy, kill people. We were dharmic even in war. Once the sun sets, we will not kill people. And we will not be brutal. You see, we were so life oriented. We were very dharmic even in the war. That is the only mistake. Nothing else. But that's not mistake. Ultimately, end of the day, evolved brain works and thinks for life. It cannot conceive killing. If you plant powerless cognition, you will manifest powerlessness. If you plant powerful cognition, you will manifest powers. Now I am going to plant some of the cosmically powerful cognitions, like you never perish. Actually, you don't perish. That is the truth. You may change the way you exist, but you don't perish. I am not teaching you big Vedanta, I am telling you straight truth. There is no technique to realize the truth. Marriage is torture. And if you ask me, please give me a technique to escape from it. Just get married, that's all. You will realize it in 2 months. Fire will burn. Oh, give me a technique to save myself from fire. Just touch it and see. The cosmic cognitions do not have technique. Manifesting and realizing oneness do not have technique. Some of the cosmic powerful cognitions, you don't perish. That's one. Second, the static matter. Listen carefully. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence of you. All these three does not have border. There's no boundary. The strategic existence of you, you know you exist and you strategize about your life and your expansion. That existence has power over any dynamic activity or static matter of the universe. These are all ultimate reality. These are all not some philosophy. No, it's a reality. I am going to stitch these powerful cognitions into your brain through the Shaktipada. And fortunately, Mahadeva has blessed me with that power. Whoever is ready to receive, I am authorized to share that. I am authorized to share that powerful cognition into your system. Maybe around 70 powerful cognitions I am going to stitch into your system, into your brain, which is capable of making you manifest all the 463 powers Mahadeva talks in the Agama. Listen, the funny thing is, by manifesting powers only you will realize that cognition has been stitched in your brain. Once you manifest, you will know, oh God, what is happening? Me? No. This is, I think somewhere they are cheating outside. When you move the matter, you may think, I think inside this deity, they might have kept a small motor and it is moving. How can me? When the powerful cognitions are stitched in your brain, simply you manifest powers. And as I said, stupid are those who work on mind. See, any work you do on mind is equivalent to building a big bungalow in the dream. What's the use? The moment you wake up, yes, you earned $10 million and you got the best contractor, best architect, you collected best ideas, best material, almost completed the building. Just you are about to inaugurate. Precisely, all working on mind is equivalent to building bungalow in the dream. Mind is as cheap as dream. The dream material and mind material is one and the same. I am not going to work on that. I am going to work on your biology, biomemory, your cognitions. The illusions and delusions and the cognitions need to be pulled out. And you don't need to believe that you are imperishable. Swamiji, should I believe I am Amara, I am eternal, I am Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi? Should I chant? Nothing. You don't need to chant your name. Are you feeling, oh, when I go to some big place, when I go to an important meeting, they may ask my name, so I need to remember it, so let me chant my name every day 2000 times? You just know this is you. I tell you, same way, the powerful cognitions are just reality. It is you. It just needs to be awakened in your brain. I am not talking out of arrogance and I am not talking out of ego. Please understand, I am not condescending. My words are very straight. I am a raw villager. Raw villagers don't talk polished. They talk straight. I am talking to you very straight. These ultimate powerful cognitions are not something to be believed or something to be denied. It is truth. Do you believe sun rises in the east? No, it's a truth, you know. Same way, you can't be perished.